Stay tuned. We're going to preview stage 17 soon. Cheers. From Russia with love, eh?
Welcome back to the H&T Cycling Show, stage 17, 183 Ks, coming to you from Complete Cyclist in Bryanston. Thanks for the coffee, guys. Really good stuff. H, tell us a bit more about the stage today.
Well, the stage today is going to be interesting. We've got a Category 2 climb early on in the race. After the Category 2 climb, at about 47.5 Ks, we've got the hotspot for the day. Then we've got a out-of-category climb. So the first of 2 out-of-category climbs for the day. Straight after that, we then go on to the big boys for the day. We've got a Category 1 that literally leads on to the last out-of-category climb for the day. Then we have about 28 Ks down to the finish. T, tell me, with Matthews now 29 points from Kittle's green jersey, we've got that hotspot at 47 kilometers. Do you think Matthews is going to try anything today to try and get some points?
Most definitely. There's no way they're going to leave any points up for grabs or lose out on points. These points are vital. We've seen what that gap is. He needs to get them. There's going to be 20 points on offer. It's a Cat 2 climb. He can get himself over that Cat 2 climb. I think he'll try and get his team to control much of it as possible. Get over that climb, take those points, and then pull the handbrake up for the rest of the day. He's not going to make the points at the finish, not after the out-of-category climb with 28 Ks to go. With that 28 Ks to go, I mean, what kind of climbing are they doing today?
Okay, they are doing some serious climbing today. You're looking at a grand total of about 3,700 meters of climbing. So, in relative terms, it doesn't sound like a lot. The problem is it's all compressed into a 183 kilometer stage. So if you're not going up, you're going down. Your transition from each climb to the next is very short, and the biggest challenge today would be the last 2 climbs. The last 2 climbs literally come on top of each other. In other words, you go up the Category 1, you go down for a very short period of time, and then you start the Col de Galibier. Col de Galibier today tops out at 2,642 meters. That is a very high altitude for the guys. Anything that goes over 2,000 meters becomes a very tricky day to race. Also, you have climbers that can climb up until about 1,500, 1,800 meters. The minute they start topping over the 2,000 meter mark, that climber suddenly becomes a survivor. So it's going to be an interesting day. Tony, what do you think is going to happen? I mean, we've got 28 Ks afterwards, downhill to the finish, but 2 massive climbs leading onto each other and the finish. Is there going to be anything that would be worth shaking up the GC?
I think today we've got to look out for Dan Martin. He's hurting from yesterday. He might want to give it a full tonk on the Galibier. I also think that the Sherpa is going to like it. He's not doing that well. He's got nothing to lose. He's used to the high altitude, so he's going to actually have a good dig at it. Aru likes the steep climbs, so let's not discount Aru. We're not talking about Froome. We just take it that Froome is that complete package, and he should be able to do it.
Definitely.
But Aru, Baudet, the Sherpa, Quintana, and Martin today are danger men. Just remember, though, you mentioned 28 Ks to the finish, so the tour can be lost on that final climb. The tour can also be lost on the descent. So it can be won and lost today very easily. That descent, 28 Ks to go, we've seen how Froome descends, we've seen how Baudet descends. Aru's not too shabby on a descent. So I would imagine those 3 guys being in the mix at the end. If they've crossed the last climb together, it's going to be a very exciting 28 Ks down to the finish. It's definitely not over. The fat lady hasn't sung at the top of the Galibier.
Definitely. So it's not over at the top of the Galibier, it's over when you cross that finish line. The other thing which we haven't mentioned just yet is a breakaway opportunity. Today, once again, has breakaway opportunity written all over it. Are we going to tip a breakaway for this stage, or are we going to let the GC guys fight it out?
I think it's so close on GC that the GC guys are going to want to control it. I would love to say the only guy in the GC who's not going to want to control it, who's going to be happy to let a break go, is going to be Froome. So if a break does go, it's playing right into Team Sky's hands, right into Chris Froome's hands. It's almost handing him the tour on a plate. He won't do anything if a break goes up the road. Because the gaps on the GC are so close, I can't see AG2R, I can't see Astana letting a move go up the road. I think it's in for a tight, controlled race. Froome would love a group of guys to go up the road and sit back for the rest of the day and just roll over the hills and get home. I can't see Baudet and Daru's guys allowing that.
Okay, cool. So we don't think a break's going to survive. Let's sit back. This is going to be exciting racing. It's going to be at altitude. There's oxygen debt. The guys are going to be going hard. It's going to be fun. Keep your eyes on the stage today.
See you next time, guys. Enjoy it.
Cheers.
Cheers.